Alrighty, this is Comedy Diary 5, I think. And this one is going to be less about jokes and stuff like that and more about how to organize your work, or at least how I organize mine. And I've discussed it with a few people, and some people were interested in seeing how I did it. Because seems like it's a good way to do it from what I'm getting. What I'm using is Notion. Notion is like this little, you can access it through notion.so. You make an account, and then you can make a new space like this. You just click here or on shared or whatever, and then let's say we're gonna do jokes template, because maybe I'll share it. Okay, so I'll just use this screen to do it. I'm just gonna show you what I got, I guess, at first. I can't see myself, so I don't even know if I'm in frame. Hopefully I'm recording. So let's say here, this is like my main page, and I have a bunch of stuff. I have pages for notes, but the one that really interested people is the one with the jokes. So the way it works is that you can make sort of like a database and then use filters and tags and stuff to really organize your work. So for instance, what I have here is ways to rate my jokes in ascending or descending order. You'll see I have more ones than threes, but like these are like my favorite jokes that work every time. Then I don't know, I have like a little category here to see that it's my favorite, and then that I should rewrite it. And then I have tags, which is really cool because then you can also organize them. And let's say here I have my 3 COVID jokes, my jokes about murderers, about premature ejaculation, about being Latino. And then I can visually see, oh, here I have like a bunch of jokes about sex. Maybe I can do a bit about that or something like that. I have a bunch of jokes about astrology. And then all these are like the jokes that I was writing last night, let's say, and I haven't tagged them yet. Then I have a thing to put a comment in it if they're in French. This is redundant, so I'll just delete it. And then a property where it says like, when did I write this joke, you know? When did I start using Notion? And then I have a filter here, like different views that they call. You can add a view. And these views allow me to see all the jokes that I qualified as bombs, which are all my zeros, all my jokes in English and in French, right? So this is for the jokes. I'll show you how to do this, but first I want to show you like the other stuff that I also have. The other things that I can do is, let's say here I have a thing called tools and reminders. And these are just like inspiration things that I've heard from other comedians and stuff that I have. And then I have notes about, sorry if it's a bit noisy, I have notes about comedy theory, let's say, comedy structure. These are all just like notes that I take and whatever. And then, so you can have pages like this as well, not only databases, right? And then I have like an English scratchpad, which is like all my premises, or I just sit down here first and I start writing notes. So let's say I want to write a joke about eggs, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm like, okay, eggs, to egg someone on, egg on someone's face, fertilized egg carton, rotten egg, hatching egg, then maybe brown egg, white egg. So obviously none of this is funny yet, but like this is like all the work that then eventually will go into jokes. And then I have my sets, which is basically a place where I organize all those jokes and I do related databases, but that's a little bit more advanced, so I'm not going to explain it now. I'm just going to explain the basics. So I'm going to show you how to do the jokes template thing like a joke database. So what's really cool about Notion is that you can add new things. I can write right here, but I can also, I just want to make sure that I'm still recording. Yeah, but I can also do this, and then it allows me to make other things. So example here, I could make a page, and this is like notes. And then here will be all my notes, right? And then when I go here, you see the note. There's a new notes page that's like inside another page. So you can make as many of those as you want. And then what's cool is like maybe a notepad. And you have a nice little icon here. Then here we're going to do a database. There's a database inline, which means it'll be inside this page. So maybe here you could create a schedule or something. I don't know, whatever you want. But this is not what we're going to do for this case. We're going to do database full page. And then it becomes its own page, right? So here we're going to write jokes. And then here we're going to rename this, let's say, the joke itself. then tags, then let's try to do something that will apply to all comedians. Let's say I'm gonna edit this property, and it's gonna be a checkbox. That's like a Boolean value. It just means yes or no. And this will allow us to filter stuff, which is really cool. So then let's say clean. So is this a clean joke? You know, like is this a dirty joke? Because maybe you'll need to write a set for a specific venue or something that is clean, and then you'll be able to organize them like that. And then here, let's say bombed. Let's say, right? So I did it bomb. Then we have another filter. Then you'll select all the jokes that you think bombed or whatever. Let's just say, and then I don't know what else can we make up. Files and media, sure. Because you can even, I don't know if you can do it with a free version or not, but you can add file or media and choose a file. So you could add maybe your audio or whatever. But let's get rid of this one. Let's not do that in this case. So I just want to show you as an example right now. Let's rename this table to main. So this is our main view, right? And then let's write a joke. Not really a joke, but let's just say like cats are ugly. That's our joke, really, and that's our punchline. And then this is like about cats and ugly. And then it's raining cats and dogs. Wow, and that's our punchline. And then it's gonna be cats, dogs, rain. Let's say, and it's like it's raining, or let's say a cat is not a fucking dog. Good to know. Cats, dogs, fucking. Okay? So we know that these two jokes are clean, and this one is not clean, and it bombed, let's say. Right? Then maybe let's add another property that is like comments for more text, and then here it'll be like, hey, this joke might need to be rewritten, let's say. So then you have all this, right? And then let's add another property that'll allow us to see when it was created, because you could also organize it by that, right? So now you could organize your jokes like this to find them, but you can do something even cooler, which is add a new view, call it clean jokes, let's say. Clean jokes, right? And right now we're seeing almost the same thing. We could reorganize it like this, let's say. But then we could add a filter, okay? And we click here, clean, and it's gonna be clean is checked. So notice how in this view, I see all the jokes that are clean, right? Then let's create another view. That is bombs, because you want to keep your jokes even if they're not good for reference, let's say. And then we're going to do filter. Bombed is checked. So here are all the jokes that bombed. So maybe you'll need to rewrite them or something like that. So basically, this is like the basic functionality of it. Let's say we're going to write a joke about something else. Like let's say water is good for your health. Obviously, these are not jokes, but water and health. And then you'll notice, imagine if we had 300 jokes or something, because here, this is what's cool, we could do count not empty, and we know that we have 4 jokes. And here we could organize them by category, and then we have all the ones that are cats, and then it goes down to the second category, all the ones that have dogs, and then, so it allows us to find the jokes that go together. And then this one is clean, and it bombed. So it'll show here and bombed. Oh, I don't know why it didn't. Oh, yeah, it showed up actually. Showed up right here. Right. So those are the basics on how to use Notion, I guess. Let's just add a little bomb icon. So we have this. What else can I show you? I think that'll be it, I guess. It's not much more complicated than that. Oh yeah, one more thing I guess is that once you have this, if you don't like the way it looks, for example, you can choose a different layout. So you can choose to see it as a board, and then you'll see all your categories like this, and all your jokes in the same category will be there together. Or, well, this is only for the bombs, so let's just try it on the main view right here. Yeah. So layout, board. It's loading. So you see all the jokes about cats are together. So there's different ways to visualize also all your work, right? Timeline, it doesn't really apply. I think it's for a different type of data. But then you could do lists, and then it's just a little list like this. So maybe that'll help you find your jokes better. Or a gallery where you see them all like this, because then you could add images. Oh yeah, okay, one functionality that I did not show that is pretty cool is like, let's say you write your joke here, cats are ugly really. Then you can, every single joke that you have, it's its own page as well, and you see all the data here. And then you can write tags maybe, you know, you can write like, cats are ugly really, and that's why I'm a cat. Whatever. Obviously, like, I'm not trying to write any sort of joke here, but yeah. And then it becomes its own page. And then if you want, you could even add a little icon if you want. You know, you don't have to do it, but whatever. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I have to show on this. What else can I show you? Is there anything else that I could show? No, I mean, you can play around with the filters, create as many views as you want. Then sort them any way you want and search them in there. The reason I'm showing this is that Notion is nice because, yes, it's this app that you can download on your computer. It's also this website that syncs up automatically like this. But it's also a phone app. So right here, I don't know if you'll see it, but Jokes template is right here. So you can access all of this on your phone as well. So this is the way that I found how to organize my jokes. Hopefully this is useful to you. And yeah, that's it. Have a good one. Bye.